Hello all, today I am taking a look at Logistico and I'm bringing you guys a run through now. It's a 2 to 5 player game and it's going to take you anywhere in the region of sort of 60 minutes to 90 minutes depending on the player count, and the more players it probably plays quicker because there's no variable setup in this one, and I'll put the publisher and designer over in the comments. Now it is light complexity, folks. You can see the board here, and we are essentially transportation companies trying to provide the demand in the form of these cylinders across these 5 islands with the products they are after in the form of these cubes. So you're literally using your transportation methods. You have got a plane here, you've got a truck, and you have got a ship on the seas as well. So for example, you could maybe try and get this white product here over to one of these places that has a certain white demand, and you will get some revenue for doing so. Now, setup then, you will randomly distribute all of these demand tokens across the board, and then you'll populate random products all across the board. Now, you should not have a spot like this where you've got the same color demand as another one. You just put it back in the bag and you dish out another one there. So let's just rotate those out. Hopefully I've got a board that is accurate there. Okay, so you'll start off on 40 money up here. You'll place this here, and this is going to sort of slide down at the end of each round and generate more revenue from round to round. And you'll start off with 3 of these cards, and these will determine your starting locations for your transportation. So you look at the first one, it'll tell you where to put your truck, then it'll tell you where to put your ship, and finally your aeroplane there. And each player does that, determine a random starting player, and then take 3 more of these, keep them hidden, and these will be your contracts to give you extra revenue from round to round if you manage to get to those certain locations. So let's say yellow is up, and you are going to follow this order here. So number 1, we're activating the ships first. So yellow's over here. Now, what actions can you do? So one action is to move. So we could go 1. Another action is to actually load a good on. So we're adjacent to this landmass. There's a white product. We're going to take that white product. I haven't even, calculated why I need to do that. I'm just going to do it just to show you. Third thing you can do is drop off that product to an adjacent landmass. So we're not going to do that yet. So we've moved, we've loaded up. That's 2 actions, and the cost of that currently is 2 Logi, which is the currency in this game, but 2 money. Now you can see the more actions you do, you can do a maximum of 8. It's going to gradually cost you more and more. So maybe we're just going to leave it there. Now with the ships, you have to do something. You have to do at least 1 action. So we are going to spend 2 money. And you can see this money track around the outside goes, we start off on 4, it comes all the way down to 0. You can go negative and you just sort of keep track on that. But when you do, you can only do a maximum of 3 actions if you ever go beyond this red line. But you're hoping to get all the money and just keep going round and round. And whoever has the most money will be the winner of the game in this one. Okay, so that was the yellows and their shipping. Reds are up and they're looking around thinking, right, how can I provide the demand with the products? I can see there's a product here matching this demand. So we're going to go 1. We're going to load up for 2, we're going to come down here for 3, and we're going to put that one off for 4. So that was 4 actions. We've satisfied the demand. We take that off the board. 4 actions is going to cost us 6. We can see we are getting this column for our revenue, 8 revenue. So 8 minus the cost of 6, we are net 2. So that was an easy delivery. Now, the whole essence of the game is about figuring the best routes to transport those products to demand. Are you going to put multiple products on one of these ships? You can hold up to 4. Are you going to put multiple products on your planes? You can have up to 3 there. And your little trucks can hold up to 2. But there's penalties at the end of the round if you are in transit of cargo and it's not actually being loaded off as such. So we are over to number 2 then, the plane. So yellow's up and they can move their plane between any of these airports there, you can see. And you can stay in the same location as another plane if you wish. The ships and the trucks can't. They can go through locations with other opponents, but they can't end up on that same spot as well. Right. So we're over to yellow then. So they're looking at the board thinking, right, where can I get some easy money? If I go over here, that's a green one. And then I could go over here to satisfy the demand. So we're going to go 1, we're going to pick it up for 2, fly over here for 3, and we're going to drop that for 4. 4 is going to cost us 6, and we're gaining 8 revenue, so net 2 for yellow. Over to red. Now, with your ships, with your trucks, you have to do something. You can't just leave them there. Whereas with your planes, you don't have to do anything. You can just leave them where they are. Eventually, you can even sell your truck or your ship if you've just got nothing left to do with them, because at some point when there is 6 or fewer demand tokens out there, that'll trigger the end of the game. Everyone will get one more turn, and the game's over. You see who has the most money for the win, but you can't sell your planes. Okay, so where were we? The reds are up, and they are moving. Well, they're going to move their plane. What can we see? We've got a bit of demand here for brown, no products there. Right, reds passing on their plane. Over to truck phase then, and yellows are over here, and they're thinking, right, I'm just going to take this product, an easy one. That's 1. They're going to move 2 there. That's 2 actions. Drop this off, 3 actions, and they've met the demand there. So the cost of that transportation was 4 money, and they are gaining 8. So that's net 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy money this, right. Reds are moving their truck. What have we got adjacent? So you can see that movement is 1 cost, loading 1 cost, and, well, not 1 cost, but 1 action, and placing the product off. You can actually, when you use your trucks, you can see you're sort of following, these areas. You've got these little land masses defined by the brown borders, and the roads kind of go through them. But let's say you just want to get, that's a bad example, let's say you want to get to this area here. You're probably just going to pay the 1 to go in there, but you can pay 2 in certain locations, 2 actions to hop adjacent without going on the road. So maybe you are, say, here, and you want to get to this one. So rather than, well, you're going to go 2 anyway, but you can just spend 2 actions to go adjacent. Right, so red is thinking, I'm not too fussed, I'm just going to move 1 because I have to. Okay, now you can see roads actually split these land masses. They go through it, they don't actually split it. So this is 1 landmass, and that road is in there. So red has been, everyone has taken the actions for all 3 transportation methods. We have ended the round. Anyone with cargo in their transportation is paying free Logi, free money per product. So yellows then have 1 across their network, so they are losing free money. Reds have no products in their current possession, so they're losing nothing. We then move this down, so the revenues have gone up 10 in this column now for providing the products for the demand needed. Now, what are these other columns then? This column, as I said, you start off with 3 of these contracts, and on these, they will give you the name and the island you are trying to fulfill the contract, and in dark shaded area, the location. So once you get to that location and meet that specific contract, you will gain the revenue in the middle column, which is slightly more. If for some reason someone else has managed to unknowingly complete your contract location, if you happen to be just passing by, you will get this money for declaring that contract. So you can see it's considerably less. So let's just do one more round then. We are over to yellows, and they are doing their boat action. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, drop this off for 4. 4 actions was 6 money, and we're getting 10 revenue now. So it's 4, net 4 there. Over to red. Now you can see, if you start loading up these ships, maybe we go 1, then we go 2, and then we go 3, and then we load this for 4 because we've got a grand plan. That's 4 actions, that's 6 money. We spend that is down to 36, right. Because, yes, this is going to cost us an absolute arm and a leg to have these in our possession at the end. But we can maybe wait as this gradually comes down through the rounds, and we will get some big bucks for delivering those. Over to the plane stage with yellows, and they're thinking, right, I'm just going to fly. Where am I going to fly? Nowhere. Okay, they're going to pass. Reds are going to come and fly over here for 1 action, and they're paying 1 money. So there's costs for pretty much doing everything, or actions. There's actions for doing everything. But if any of your transportation methods are adjacent to each other, you can pass them freely without a cost, which is why this plane can be excellent, because you might be over here and you can bring, you know, 1 action, 2 actions to bring this yellow product here, and you can move it freely between your transporter, which is adjacent, and it could be a ship, could be a truck in this case. And this, on its particular turn order, can then go and provide the demand here and make loads of money. So that is a very nice way of using your transportation efficiently, with reducing the cost of your transportation. Okay. I've kind of moved a lot of pieces around which shouldn't probably be there. Right, we are over to trucks then with yellow, and they are like, right, I'll go 1 on here for the bridge, 2 here, load this for free, and we're going to try and get back here, or maybe we could even go there. So that is 3 actions at 4 money. 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Over to the red player, and they are looking at, so what we got? We got a pink one here, 1, 2, and we're going over here, 3, 4. We have met the demand with 4 actions, 6 money, and we're gaining 10. Revenue is net for 1, 2, 3, 4. End of the round, reds have 2 products times the free penalty is 6 to pay, so they'd pay the 6. Yellows have got 1, so that is a reduction of 3. We then move this down and we keep going till there is only 6 or fewer demand tokens out there. And as I said, you will see who has the most money. This, folks, is pick up and deliver at its purest form. And I absolutely love it. From the cover art, it really enticed me, and I was like, oh, look at this. What am I going to be doing in this game? And when I unraveled it, and I saw all these little cool pieces, you know, trucks and ships, and it's just so simple. And you're just really trying to, you know, damage limitation of your costs and just trying to maximize those revenues. And it's so interesting that you know, you might load up this ship and you're waiting several rounds, and then all of a sudden, yes, your money's down here because you've really invested heavily in your actions, and you're not been making a lot of money, and you've been taking those penalties. But then all of a sudden, you have figured out a path and a route. Hopefully no one's, you know, sabotaged that. You're dropping those products up and you get an 18. You're like, right, boom, I'm up here. Second product, I'm up here. And then all of a sudden you're over here and everyone else is going, what has just happened? So I love that about this game. Now, 2 players has been the most players I've had with this, and it's worked a treat. And 3, I've tried 3 players as well, and it was actually slightly quicker because obviously there's no variability with the setup. So I've yet to try 4 or 5 players, and you know, maybe that's super quick, maybe it's not as fun, but with 2 and 3, I've had a lot of fun with this one. Yes, it's a bit dry and you're just moving products here, but if you just like pick up and deliver and you love the look of this feel, you know, I love the vibrant colours, the blues, the yellows, and it's just so straightforward. Yes, go and hunt this down. Good luck finding a copy. It's probably quite rare at this point in time, but a lot of fun. There we are, Logistico. Enjoy.